So this is for the film outline and journal for this assignment. The first thing I'm gonna get into is what is society. So for me, society is what is normal to all of us in our normal daily lives. It is what we've learned throughout our early childhood years. It lays like the framework for what we think is normal to us, and we also continue to display these traits throughout the rest of our lives. So, like for example, it's normal to walk with your friends at school, talk to them in a normal voice, but it's not normal to run and scream at them in public. You would think I'm crazy if I did that. Um, and for naturals and norms, the things that come natural to me, or what are naturals and norms? These are things that come natural and normal to me, such as being nice to a person, always seeing if I can help them, and making sure to like not put people down. So like these are things that I've learned from people, that I learned from my parents, and just think this values that center around my life. So naturals and norms, as it says here, are traits that I've been raised with, and and what other people have been raised with that are accepted in society. So another example I'm gonna include is like religion. I don't want to get too controversial, but like you grow up around religion, you're most likely to be that religion. So if you grow up Christian, you'll probably be Christian when you grow up. Um, so what is the other? In both films that we watched, the Hunger Games, the Hunger Games and Gentlemen Before Blondes, the other is what the opposing like team, not necessarily team, but it's mostly ideas, ideologies from what the dominant ideology is in that certain film slash society. So this can be seen in the Hunger Games with the top elite district number one with all the luxuries. They exploit everyone in order to have better gain for themselves. And in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, it's average men versus rich men because it's like in between, like for women, like how that they're encouraged to marry rich men to carry on like for a better life. And how do I relate to the other? So growing up, I feel like I relate to the other in many ways because I feel like I'm a naturally quiet person. Since I'm more introverted, usually my behavior and ideals are a lot different from my friends who were like very talkative. So like, they want to go out, talk to people. Me, I like to stay home. So what I wrote down here, for example, I'm from Cyprus, so coming down to Corpus to college, it sets me apart from like my friends who are from Corpus because they act different, not in a bad way, but they see things different, and we have different things that we do for fun. But those are what bring us together. And so for the everyday get up and go, so what we do every day, from when we wake up, when we go to sleep, reflects our society and what is a norm for everyone. This can range from when we brush our teeth, when we go to sleep, the shows we like to watch, what we like to eat, and much more. So, why do we do this? We this is I don't want to be like too controversial, but like we could be you could either choose like that routine lifestyle, or if you wanted to, you just be like an animal, like swinging from a tree. I mean, you could. I feel like we choose this lifestyle because of just what human nature is. Like, people desire to work together, to be civil. So unlike humans, we have societal expectations, we have cultures, and we have personal values, all of which are things that drive what people do on their day-to-day basis. So that's what this is saying. Is like, I forgot. It's like, this is what separates us from the animals. I don't know. It was something from a long time ago that I read. This is important to consider when comparing one society to another. So, like, you could say, like, America from, I don't know, Europe. This is important to consider when comparing one society to another because of what people are raised around, and these routines greatly influence what people like to do, and it shapes their cultures and their daily routine. And so, for the class systems, when we compare the Hunger Games class systems to our own, I feel like they share some similarities when it comes to power. So, in the Hunger Games, it's taken to a more extreme level where the rich just blatantly exploit the poor. They have monopolies over certain, or not even certain, like almost literally every single district, to where they control them for their own benefit, and with that they keep the poor poor. Uh, but from this is different from our society, because although the rich still get richer and the poor still stay poor, they don't do it through such cruel ways that they do in the Hunger Games. The example I include here is market manipulation. I don't really want to get into much of that, but like, it's a lot of stuff goes on there. Yeah, and so for where would I put myself in the Hunger Games? When talking about the Hunger Games, I feel like I would belong in District 3. This is because of where I grew up in Texas, or Cypress, where I was a lot around smart people. I was around a lot of people in the medical field, engineering, and law, and even business. Although it's not entirely like the District 3, uh, I feel like this environment is similar, because of like the intelligence and innovation I was around, or like just overall smart people I was around, which is a lot was in District 3. And for creating peace in the films, um, mainly Hunger Games is what I'm going to be talking about. Peace is maintained through very extreme methods. This would range through the oppressive control of the elites by carrying out the Hunger Games, the military presence, propaganda, and the division of classes, and also surveillance. This was done for the elites to maintain control and keep power in a society, and would concentrate it all to themselves rather than spreading it out for everyone, so everyone would live together equally. And the very last slide is, how can this relate to real world problems? Although not taken to the extremes that we see in the Hunger Games, we can still see class separation in our society today. For example, we see this through income inequalities in our society, since there's such an uneven distribution of wealth in our society. The elite, like celebrities, millionaires, and billionaires, they get to enjoy the luxuries while still getting richer, but the poor stay poor and still continue to make ends meet. I feel that this shows fragmentation in our society. However, this is just how reality is, because you can't have everything equal, because you can't be perfect. Uh, and this is also due to how the rich know how to navigate the economy, they know how to make money, they know how money works, and the poor stay poor because they don't know how to do that and their lack of knowledge. And that is it. Thank you.